Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all the core gamers out there. CAJ Man 777 here, walking into the save station, but welcoming you to Metroid Prime, episode 18. Last time, we did a little bit of item hunting and picked ourselves up the almighty Plasma Beam, the final beam in the game. This time, we're heading back to Phendrana to do a little bit of item hunting. So, I'm heading right up the elevator right now, because I ain't wasting time. We got a lot to do and so little time to do it. Boom! Phendrana Drifts. So, couple things we can go do. We can go to the back to Phendrana's Edge, which we do need to do. We can also go back to this control tower, which we do need to do. We need to go into Quarantine Cave. As you can see, there's a morph ball path over there that we also need to do. There's also a path over here that we need to use. And there's also a hidden item in the shorelines that we have not even gotten yet. So, there's a lot we have to do. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually start by heading back to the Hunter Cave. So I'm actually going to make an immediate turnaround behind me and use the Spider Ball track. If I could have jumped over that, that would have made me more amazing. But it did not. So, as you can tell, with a very quick, just one plasma beam shot, I melted that ice, and we're going to be picking ourselves up immediately, starting this episode, an energy tank. So, yeah, very easy. You can just kind of shoot the ice. It melts it very quickly. And we have 2 energy tanks left to pick up in the entire game. So, which way do I have to go? Well, there's an area in the Frost Cave we have to go. There's also an area in the Hunter Cave that we have to use. The Hunter Cave, as you remember, had a missile on the ground. Inside the Frost Cave, there is a door we haven't even explored. Hear that sound? Do you hear the sound of space pirates? It actually doesn't matter which door I enter here, because I have gravity suit, so, like I said, no matter which door I enter, I should be able to get up. So let's go to the Hunter Cave access first. I think I'll be greeted by some gel zaps down here. Yeah. Plasma beam is so satisfying to use, folks. Let me just say that now. Right, so heading in back to the Hunter Cave. Which, now, if I believe inside, will have Metroids in it? I hear a Space Pirate jetpack. Obliterated! Alright, up this middle spike. I need to get up onto... I need to get up onto this platform if possible, or I have to just do it the slow way and go that way. Because I need to grapple across is all I need to do here. I thought there was an item in here, though. I guess I was wrong. Oh, I can't make that. Okay, there we go. This leads me to Phendrana's Edge, which actually doesn't seem like that bad of an idea. We do need to go to the Frost Cave, though, but... the Gravity Chamber, I don't remember having an item in it other than Gravity Suit, so we're good there. However... that just brings me to Hunter Cave access, which is exactly where I needed it. I thought there was an item in here, though. Huh. I mean, I suppose it's okay I forgot, because people tend to forget things at times, and I know I'm one of those people. But, anyways, let's go to Phendrana's Edge. There's a scatter bamboo in this tunnel. Now, I did start under that. I want ice. I want plasma. Plasma is good. You'll notice I'll have plasma beam out more than any other beam in the game now. Maybe with the exception of ice beam on those few special enemies that are deserving of an ice missile to the face. But as for everything else, everything's gonna get vaporized. I don't know how your missile hit me there. It shouldn't have, but it did. So the reason we're stopping in Phendrana's Edge is so we can pick up a Chozo artifact. It's at the very top of the room. There is a hidden wall. And we're not at it yet. I need to get all the way... I literally need to get all the way to the top of this room before I can get that artifact. Where... is my next platform? Oh, here we go. I'm looking around for it. I'm like, I'm missing something in this room, and I know it's a grapple point. Right, so right here we actually have a glider. You can grapple onto these. They have a magnetic bottom. And actually, it's exactly what we need to do here. There's a tunnel, which has a power bomb expansion behind it. Did I miss the hidden wall? Space pirate, space pirate, space pirate. Where was the hidden wall? I thought it was here. It's not in Frost Cave. Was it in the Pike? I mean, we'll have to go back to the Pike anyway, but I'm gonna check walls really quick. Because I remember there being something very important in one of Phendrana's Edge, or on oh wait. No, see, that was the platform I just used the glider to get to. Okay. Yeah, right here. Okay. I knew for a fact there was a hidden wall, and here we go, picking up another Chozo artifact. This will give us 6 of 12. The last one we're gonna pick up at the temple that we haven't been to yet. I always go to the temple key last, so we're gonna end up having 11, and doing it that way. So drill rig operators. This is all space pirate data stuff that's essentially going through. All personnel must be blah blah blah, and we need to go to this top door, which is right over here. We work our way slowly back in order to pick up items in this. This is going to be like it's a very item hunting happy episode. Pew. Now, charged plasma beam doesn't go very... normal plasma beam shots don't go very far. Charged plasma beam, on the other hand... I remember something about how to get... I don't remember exactly how to get down here. Like, you would think plasma beam would melt this ice. It does not. So there is another route into this ice here. Somewhere. And I forget where... This missile tank is always, what is it? Yeah, the Frost Cave missile tank. I might do a quick look up so I don't waste much time. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now while I don't want to waste much of your guys' time, but okay, we're not checking that. We're just gonna look Metroid Prime Frost Cave missile tank. Because I actually don't remember how to get this one. Frost Cave missile. Location of a missile expansion. Oh! Okay. I was... Okay. That's actually a lot simpler than I was thinking it was. I'm already doing the right thing. There's a stalactite at the very ceiling that I actually have to shoot. So I'm sorry. Okay, I also now remember that stalactites are ceiling and stalagmites are on the ground. But I remember what I have to do now. I actually have to climb all the way up here. Yeah, it's gonna tell me to go... Yeah. I know it's gonna tell me to go back to Phazon Mines. It's gonna tell me this is exactly where the map's pulling me. I'm telling you right now. Elite Quarters is the area for our next boss. We're not doing that, though, because what I'm doing is I'm gonna go across that... Is it worth it to take a trip right there? Go! No, it's the glider. I love how the glider freezes in place when you do that, but we need to actually get up here. Because right up... Where is it? There's a... Yeah, there it is right there. This is the one. There was a stalactite in the ceiling that I have to shoot. And it shatters the ice, allowing you to quickly get that missile expansion. And there we go with another free missile expansione. That's why I always forgot how to get this missile tank in here. It was always the missile tank that I never remembered how to get. If that's 99 missiles... Huh. Alright, so if that's 99 missiles, then we're in for a weird time. If that's only 99 missiles. Because Metroid Prime, I believe, is 235. Oh, there's a save station back here. That's it? It's just a save station? Okay. Fine by me. We actually are gonna head right back now to the Frost Cave access. And we're going to continue with a little bit of item hunting in Phendrana Drifts. Now, there will be item hunting that we have to do in Phazon Mines. But But we're still missing the last boss's upgrade to do it. So I figured I'd gather the items I can now while we have time. And that way I don't have to waste your guys' time when I go back and ultimately go pick up some items that I've missed around the world. As you only spend a little time in Phendrana Drifts, like the first time you go through Phendrana Drifts in general, you only stay with the normal stuff. And I love that you can just burn these things to death. But we're heading back to the Frozen Pike, which I think what I'm going to do is, rather than going to Quarantine Cave, I'm going to take a detour. I'm going to take a very good detour, and I'm going to move over into the Research Core, because there is another Chozo artifact in Phendrana Drifts that we do have to pick up. So we're going to be doing that. You know, you guys are fun to kill now. Because you can't stop me. I thought there was another hidden wall here. I thought there was a hidden wall back here. How dare you, sir? Oh, my HUD is gone. Okay. No. Bad gel zap. Right, so we need to get up to the reactor core, and I can't seem to see because this Metroid Prime, as much as you'd like to think the game does have a bit of a darker atmosphere, and I do like that, but sometimes it makes like underwater sections just really dark, and then I can't see, and that's when problems arise. But don't get me wrong, this game is still an amazing game. This is not the door to the reactor core, so reactor core just gotta keep moving. I'm always pulling out the X-ray visor now because I know there's hidden walls like everywhere in the game. So, oh, and now that we have plasma, we actually have to go do something in the Chozo Ruins again as well, because in the one temple there was the three beams on the doors. We have to go do that. But we're going to the control tower. I'm about to whip out plasma again, and we're about to put on our thermal visor, and ow. That did a ton of damage. Holy! Okay, at least I take them out with two. Sorry, I'm trying not to die here. There's just a lot of powerful turrets. And of course, all Metroids breaking containment's never fun. Man, those turrets are like remorseless. No, no, no. Bad Metroid. I don't know when the Space Pirates ever installed turrets in here after I came through. All I know is that they're jerks for doing it. So these are, these security drones. These freaking security drones, man. Man, those guys are annoying. But it was my call to come back through this way, so... He just skyrocketed. You saw that. That space pirate skyrocketed. But yep. All these space pirates are dying rather quick. I show no mercy going through this, even with my thermal active, and I still can't see in here half the... What is shooting me? Oh! Hello. A lot of the space pirate area is a wave beam, you just have to deal with it. Really? Thought that was fully charged. It was not. There we go. There we go. And this is the elevator to the control tower. This is another area that's extremely important for us to gather items in. So first off, where are you guys? There you are. There's always going to be 4 that appear anytime you come back into the control tower now. So just be ready to kill 4 of them. Plasma beam makes it easy when you're going through and just gathering items, so... Ooh, an ultra energy unit. That's rare. This is the wrong side. So what you want to do with plasma beam, what you want to do is you want to get over here on top of this wave beam door, the first one you come out of if you came the way I did. Shoot this box. Make sure this box explodes. What you want to do is you want to aim for that right there. There's a large fuel cell. Radon is missile. So what you want to do is you shoot a missile. And that's going to send that tower to fall. Which crushes part of the map. But it also reveals a path for you to use. So after you're done with that, hop out of here. Go into this path that it created. Follow it up for a Chozo artifact. Artifact of the Elder. The 3rd of 12. And that gives us our 7th Chozo artifact. 5 left to go. 2 are located in the Phazon Mines. But I'm sure many of you probably already knew that already. But if you didn't, yes, there are essentially 2 Chozo artifacts per area. So that's just a thing to keep aware of when you do that. So now I need to go... so I just need to drop down out of this door now. It should be relatively light when I come back in here. I hope. Door's over here. Nope, gotta pull out thermal. Space pirates in here. I just landed on top of one. Just 2 standard pirate troopers, very easy. Not even a threat. Just kill them and move on. Make sure you pick up a missile too if you have time. You can see it's actually relatively dark in here, even with the way the space pirates set it up. even with the thermal. So we're gonna head this way now. Just get rid of these drones quick. One fully charged plasma shot absolutely obliterates drones. $135. Our max missile count is probably sitting somewhere. I want to say our missile count's sitting at 155 right now. That's what I want to say. So we need to just drop out of here, Research Lab Hydra, and you just need to escape out. Like I said, they're not a threat if you know how to deal with them. But anyways, exiting through this door one last time, and we're almost actually out of the station. We're very close now. But we actually have to go back to the beginning of Phendrana Drifts because there's a lot of stuff we missed. Right, so I got that door, and this is the entrance, which you, at this entrance, you don't need plasma anymore. Shadow Troopers, easy to deal with. If you don't want to fight them, you can just leave. In fact, I'm actually just going to go leave. Because, you know what? I'm done with these guys. They don't deserve my time. Nor do they deserve my patience. So, heading into this room, you're going to find yourself two more jetpacking space pirate troopers. This is the first time I believe we've been back in this room since then. Three jetpacking space pirate troopers. I apologize. 3 of them. I love how you can keep them stun locked. Now, right over there, the spider ball track. Is it worth it? Is it worthless? The answer is yes. All it is to help you get down and up the room. So, there's no point to using that spider ball track. However, we do need to get back up this room. Because we're actually going to be heading back into the quarantine cave. Which is why I wanted to make a detour through the reactor core. And I screwed up my jump. Fantastic. I wanted to make that detour through the reactor core so we could pick up the Chozo artifact. Or, I'm sorry, not the reactor core, the control tower. So we could pick up the Chozo artifact that was hidden within. But now, with that done, we can head back over to Thardus' chamber and use the morph ball hole that was there. Of course, inside here, you now have another security drone. 2 of them, to be exact. You do have to get rid of them both before the doors unlock. And, of course, you can't lock onto anything during that time. Now the doors are unlocked. Very easy. Come on through. Just boost ball your way through everything. And then when you get in here, you should be greeted by a Sheegoth on the main floor. You can easily just murder the Sheegoth with plasma. However, you notice there are 2 grapple points. I'm going to jump down here. I got to find that section on the ceiling that I want to use. Oh, I missed it. I'm going to try not to wake the Sheegoth. But we need to use this section on the ceiling over here. Come out of your ball. Use double grapple. This is why we needed grapple earlier. I just woke the Sheegoth. Use double grapple, get into this morph ball slot, and right behind it you're going to pick up a missile expansion. Nothing more. Just a missile expansion. And now we're actually done with the quarantine cave, so we can actually leave here. So we need to go that way, then that way. There's nothing in Phendrana Canyon as far as I remember. And believe it or not, we're very close to actually exploring most of Phendrana already. So we're actually going to continue going through it here. Because we're going to be making, like I said, we're going to be taking the front way into the Phazon Mines again. Because Plasma Beam's a thing, and I can introduce some cool new enemies that way. But we're not taking it, we're not going the cheap way through anywhere. Make sure it's also a fully charged Plasma Beam, or they will not die. One left, just you. Okay. I don't really need to restock on energy. I'm not that threatened by anything here. Phazon Mines I'd be threatened by. If it was Phazon Mines and I saw a save station, I'd save. Also, the reason we're going through Phazon Mines the front way again. Phazon Mines... as you remember, there was a Plasma Beam door at the very beginning of it that you could not access. I'm thinking it's a save station, but my mind is telling me I'm actually wrong on that in this case. So, Ice Ruins West. Just go straight. There's no need to actually currently be in this room. I believe... Was there a hidden wall in here? I think there was. No hidden wall. No hidden wall. Not here, not here, not here. So the cool part is with Sheegoths, yeah, Sheegoths don't even stand a chance to the Plasma Beam. They instantly vaporize. You don't even need to break their shell. So Sheegoths are very easy enemies to take out here as well. Okay, now before I go pick up the item in this main room, because I'll be picking up the item that's in this room last, we're going to be heading this way. Gonna take care of another Scatter Bamboo. All the Scatter Bamboos that, you know, are hiding around these corners here. And when you re-enter this main room, there's another Sheegoth. Not a threat. They hyperventilate. It's the same thing as the mini boss. They hyperventilate. You annihilate them. They die. Except the other one was Big Mama Sheegoth, and Big Mama Sheegoth is actually a boss. So Big Mama Sheegoth actually has talent. I just need to remember how I can get to the top. Because, as you can see, there's a little hidden alcove there that you need to get to the top of it. Was there a spider ball track in here? I forget. I'll look around for a second. Ah, yeah, there was a spider ball track in here. Yep. And I remembered there was... my memory is very good. And with that, we're going to pick up another missile tank. Just a free missile tank. It's just kind of sitting in an alcove here. Very nice. So that takes care of that item, which means I can just walk back out of here and not care. There's no Bambus in here. I would see him in the tunnel already. Right, so the next item we need to get, and this is actually going to be the last one in Phendrana before we head back to the Phazon Mines, believe it or not, is actually in an area we've already been. Where we fought Big Mama Sheegoth, there is a missile tank. However, right here as well, if you shoot this with a super missile, something behind the wall seems to have been activated. Believe it or not, there are actually 2 hidden items in this room. I already activated the one there, so I don't need to reactivate that. But the more important item that we actually have to be going to get is over here. Scatter Bomb. I love how they mess with your... I love how they create static and mess with your vision a little bit. So right here, you guys remember this. Essentially, if I were to go to the Chozo Artifact Temple, which is a temple that we haven't been to yet, it holds the last artifact that I will be picking up in the game, and that's what it's called. It's the main temple that technically you're supposed to visit relatively early on in the story. But if you don't visit it, you will not get the clues to where all the Chozo artifacts are. Luckily for me, I know where all the Chozo artifacts are. However, if you didn't know where the Chozo artifacts are and you wanted to play through the game, just normally, all you would have to do is, all you would have to do is you would go to the Artifact Temple and you would scan, there's 12 statues, and you would scan one of the 12 statues. And these Chozo artifacts would then, the Chozo artifacts would then, essentially, all the statues would light up, you'd scan them, and it would tell you which room it is in the game. However, it would only tell you the last name of the room, for example, Pike. But right here, this is the reason we came back. Chozo artifacts. Number 8. 4 more to go. One of them's at the Artifact Temple. So that actually takes care of that Chozo artifact. And now we can head out, grab the last 2 items in Phendrana, save, and call it an episode, actually. Because we made a ton of progress in this episode. Just through getting all the items. So what you're going to want to do now that I activated this, right... Ooh, do I have to reactivate it? I do have to reactivate it. That's alright, I have plenty of missiles. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to reactivate that, but no, I do. You're going to hop in here. And there's a Spider Ball track, and up at the top of the Spider Ball track is another missile expansion. But that's not the only missile expansion actually in this room. As you recall, earlier in the game, there is a spot where Plasma Beam is useful. Here, and it's right behind this pillar. Shoot the ice with the fully charged charge shot. It melts the ice, and you can pick up yourself another missile expansion. Other than that, that's actually going to be it. So, I want to thank all of you for watching Metroid Prime Episode 18. Next time, we're actually going to be headed back to the Phazon Mines to not only pick up our 2 Chozo artifacts, later, of course, but to fight the boss of the area. So until then, this is CAJ Man 777, signing off. Stay safe, everybody.